Hi everyone.
Hi.
I'm Lisa.
And I'm Renee.
And together we are the Tapping Duo. So last night was episode 4 of Dancing with the Stars. I'd say week 4, but it's really just the 4th episode. Overall, what were your thoughts on that show?
I liked the theme.
Yes.
I liked hearing all the old songs from different sitcoms and things like that. I forgot about some of them, so it was nice to hear them.
Yeah, we were laughing because some of those kids weren't even alive when some of those sitcoms were playing.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
Yeah. Okay, well, why don't we get started with going through the dances?
Okay.
So our first performers were Carlos and Whitney. Now, I know that Whitney and Carlos were working on Teacher Student, and I thought their number was okay. What did you think?
It was okay. It was. You know, I always wonder how it's very personal to dance with someone, and the line between student and friend, as I know so well, is very interesting. So I have all women, so it's not as different, but when you have a male and you're alone with them a lot, I bet there's an interesting dynamics that starts to happen because you get to know them really well. And they kind of showed that with these two last night.
Yeah.
And that's all I have to say about that. I was just like, Okay, what did they do, a jazz number?
They did a jazz number to the Golden Girls. I thought the choreography was cute.
I thought it was a little simple for his ability. I thought they could have stepped it up a little bit.
Okay.
Were their scores very high?
They got a 31.
Okay.
Which I thought was starting to be kind of high because it's out of 40, but maybe not.
Okay.
Okay, next was Paula and Louie.
Okay.
Now, I thought Louie did a great job choreographing a clean, simple number for Paula. My only concern is, was it too long? What do you think?
Well, we've talked about this before. They put show people in with them when there's not enough content in the dance. So they had other people on the boat,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And Louis he's very gentle with these older women. So he did what she could. She was obviously having a meltdown about being abandoned in her life. So at least Louis reassured her.
Yeah, and he stuck by her, and
he
didn't mind doing simple choreography and making her look good.
Yeah.
Which is wonderful.
Yeah, it's good. Her scores were higher than I thought they'd be, though.
Well, she got 20 out of
Yeah, she got all
40.
fives, right?
I mean, yeah. She's
I
not
still thought they
showing
were
any
higher.
improvement.
Yeah. Yeah, you're not showing any improvement, Paula.
Yeah.
And, you know, I don't know what to say.
She does have a fan base.
She does.
Next was Tamar and Val.
Oh, God.
So if you don't remember, this was the Mad Men number. And those of you who were teenagers and older in the 60s were probably very familiar with what Val wanted to achieve in this number.
And she needs to listen to Val. I don't understand what her problem is. Why does she have to be so... She's like a 70s woman. Burn your bra. I don't know. She just needs to go with the program. Go ahead, Lisa. I can't do it.
Well, you know, maybe it's just the media looking to create entertainment.
That's not
and
entertaining.
People
it's
like people
irritating.
fighting.
It's just irritating. You want to fight? I mean, poor Val. You know, when Val said, "I don't think you like dancing with me," she doesn't act like she likes to dance with him.
She
at
looked
all.
miserable doing that tango, and they scored 33 points. And she just looked so angry, upset. I didn't know what they saw that was redeeming in that number because there was nothing about it that I liked.
No, me neither. Can we not talk about them anymore?
Yeah, we can be done.
I love you though, Val.
Next we had Alexa and Mark. Do you not love Mark's brain and the way he choreographs? That was the Breaking Bad number. What did you think?
Well, the whole beginning was awesome. With the moving of the crystal meth and
yes.
you know, just the whole thing. I thought she did. Now, Lisa and I talked about this earlier. I thought she did a great job staying up with Mark and that choreography. I thought it was really good.
And I don't disagree with that. I just didn't find her to stand out, and maybe that's because the choreography was so creative, and there between the costume and the mask and the things on the table, dancing was so secondary for me that I was more consumed by how creative the number was than how well she performed.
But if she hadn't performed well, you would have noticed that she was not part of Mark.
That's a very true statement.
And she was. I mean, she stayed right with Mark, and I was really impressed with. She beat her husband out this week.
Yeah, they scored 36. They got 4-9.
Yeah, they should have.
That was nice to see.
Yeah, that
Everyone
was
was
really good.
rewarded for that one.
Yes.
Okay, next was Andy and Alison. Right here in front. And they did the quick step on the American Bandstand. I thought he'd shown improvement.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I enjoyed his number.
That's a great song.
It is.
Da da da. Da, 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 right? I mean,
Yes.
that was so what I ran home from high school to go dance with all those guys. Remember the guy named Famous that was on there, and Sandy, and she had the little curl in the back of her hair. I knew all of them. It was really cool.
Yeah.
So it was fun to hear him dance to that song.
I thought it was a good choice for
Yeah, it was a good choice, and I thought her choreography was good.
Oh, I know what I was going to say. What I really appreciated is he was so focused on staying to the music, he counted.
I know. That was cute.
6, 7, 8, 9. It was very sweet.
It was.
So,
Good job.
they were at 29. Next we had Gary and Anna. I think that Anna Trubskaya with her Addams family, she's amazing because I think she's got it hard. I appreciate Gary's determination and focus, but I mean, who are we kidding? He just kind of stood around and just needed to be in a particular place at a particular time and conquered that task. What'd you think?
Yeah, well, he's just so argumentative, and they find it endearing.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So next we have Alec and Lindsay. Do you not love Alec? He has just come along so beautifully.
I like how they tried to set him up with Jenna, because Whitney and Lindsay and Jenna all grew up together, right? As we found out.
Right.
Here he is.
I really like the song. I've never seen True Blood.
Oh, the song was great,
Yeah, the
right?
song was awesome.
Yeah, it's a really great song.
Yeah.
And you know, all this dancing's giving him a big head. I thought that was funny. I just thought of that just now. I think he's shocked that he can dance so well.
Yes, I thought it was very cute that they wanted him to loosen up to be sexy because in some ways don't know if that's a learned trait or an internal trait.
Well, I don't think he thinks he's sexy at all. I think he...
No, but they were having him talk to people to feel sexy. Right? I think that when you're not naturally, it's really hard to feel it and not feel foolish or embarrassed.
Well, you just put your finger on it there, foolish or embarrassed, because you're like, this so isn't me.
Right.
I don't feel anything like that.
It's not natural.
Yeah. But he did a good job dancing, though. I think
he did.
He's one of the top runners for me. I think he's just going to improve and improve. He's improving.
Absolutely.
You know.
And then he came out with the 33, which was great.
Oh, that's awesome.
Now, next week, I'm going to skip Kim for the moment. We had Bindi and Derek.
Boy, isn't she just cute?
She is. I thought their waltz was just great.
It was beautiful. She embraces all of the music, and she really, really is determined to be the best she can be, not just for Derek, but for herself.
Yes.
She's just a fighter, you know?
She is.
And I love the support of her younger brother. I tell you, when her younger brother's standing there and he's cheering his sister on, I love that. Yeah. And she does a great job. She sure has grown up. I mean, I'm just like, wow.
She's very mature for 17.
Mm-hmm. She really is.
Okay, next we had Nick and Sharna. Now, my thoughts on this number were that Sharna is just a beautiful dancer. I could not take my eyes off of her. Whether Nick did a good job or not, I'm not even sure, because she was so elegant and so beautiful, and the piece of music that she had. But I know it's not about Sharna, it's about Nick, so why don't you tell me what you thought of Nick?
Nick did a great job leading her, but, you know, she's a good, strong follow, so she can lead him too, without looking like she's leading him.
Yeah.
She's beautiful. She's absolutely beautiful in how she becomes every piece of music. Not all the pros do that. A lot of them are just great dancers, but not all of them turn into the music, and she does every time. And she brings her, and that's why you feel something for her if you do. If you ever wonder why you feel something for another pro against another pro, it's because they literally transform into whatever
they need to be.
They need to be.
Yeah.
And that's something that's really hard to learn, no matter how good you are. You just either are or you aren't. And then I think you can start learning it, but it's all about emotion. And if you're not an emotional, feeling person, and you're just a technical person, it's much harder.
Well, and it also requires a degree of confidence that you can pull it off. I mean, you can, if it's that same thing with being sexy. To become the music, you have to be willing to let go and have the confidence to let go and not feel like you're a fool or everyone's going to laugh at you.
Yeah.
If you don't do it naturally.
And that is tough.
Okay, then we had Hayes and Emma. They were the last ones. They did a jive with the teenage ninja.
Yeah, he wore a turtle shell.
He did wear a turtle shell. You know, the only thing I think about this dance is I thought it started out with a bang, and then I thought it kind of fizzled.
It did. It totally fizzled. You know, I was hoping he'd grow this week because he has a lot of potential to grow.
Yes.
But unfortunately, I just think it kind of kept him where he was.
Yeah. So, so the two that they were putting in the bottom, as you guys saw, were Andy Grammer and Alison.
And I went, what?
And Paula Dean and Louie.
And I didn't go, what?
No. But if anything, you said, how come Gary's not in that group?
Yeah, I was kind of like, really? Gary's still there? But, you know, they don't always put the bottom two.
Right.
You know, they kind of fool you. So
Yeah.
I'm assuming Alison and Andy are not the bottom two.
Well, he's very entertaining to watch. I find him more entertaining than some of the other contestants.
I can't believe he's still on tour and he's doing all this. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
That takes a lot. Okay, should we
So
split the
they
water?
messed with them, and then only to say that Kim would not be dancing. Unfortunately, she had a health issue this past week. So she is the one that went home
She did. Because of
Okay.
the health issues.
because of the health issues.
Everybody was saved.
Yes.
And since Kim, according to the rules of the lawyers, there's Lisa, according to the rules of the lawyers, if you have some sort of an issue, you have to be fair to everyone. So Kim didn't mean to have a stroke, right?
No, not at all.
But there you go, 37 years old, blood clot. You never know. So
No,
enjoy
I'm glad
every
they
day.
caught it, and I'm glad she's okay.
Okay, so we're going to take, and Tony, of course, poor Tony. I felt so sorry for Tony. I just did. Okay, so here we have, you have Tony?
I do.
Say goodbye, Kim.
Bye, Kim.
Bye. Okay, so we have our jar of shame, but that's not jar shame. No, nobody's shameful. Everybody's great. We're going to
Remove the head.
bye-bye. And we'll take her and drop her in to the jar, head up, and put her here. So you can all admire her. All the dancers say goodbye.
Okay.
Give us your thoughts and your opinions and your likes and what you don't like about the show and what you hope changes, and we'll see you next week.
Yep. Bye, everyone.
Bye. It's not on.